The music bases on Scandinavian traditions mostly, but there's lots of ingredients from other musical styles and also other traditional music styles. And the most important thing to connect with is the energy and the pulse, because this music is meant for dancing. The dancing idea, the context with dancing, it's very important, like when it comes to both melody and accompaniment instrument playing. And there's some certain things with our regions, for example how you use the bow, because compared to ultimately classical things, I think we do way more dynamics inside even one note. There could be lots of like tens of different variations with the dynamics, how you do and how you build the dynamics with even one note.
It's also because the music is meant for dancing. We also, when we study, we both have been studying folk music, and we have to study some dancing as well, just to get the rhythm right, how the music should feel in your body. And folk music is also strongly based in rhythmics and different kinds of grooves. So that's something that's really unique for Frigg.
The thing that is very special for Frigg, and especially us two and Alina, because we grew up in an environment where there still was some live dancing and the kind of the tradition had been carried on. But now we are kind of in the counterpoint that there is a danger that we are losing the connection. And that's why we try to work very hard to show the connection to our audience, even though they wouldn't understand anything of the music. They can still connect with the energy and just the basic pulse and the grooves. So we try to build a danceable feeling, even though you wouldn't know the dances, you still feel that you could dance with it in a way. Because I think it's also the music, it always, when it's about dancing tradition, there should be a connection that makes you feel with the music that you can move. You are allowed to move. The best situation in our concerts is when you almost feel when the people are breathing with you. That's the magical moment, or there is many of them when it happens.
It's really great to do those workshops, and I think it's going to be the highlight of the concert today when we get to play together with the kids, and it sounded really great today, and it has always sounded really nice, and it's a pleasure for us to see how much they enjoy jumping on stage with us and going wild.
And I think it's every artist's responsibility to take care of that there will be a future generation. And I think we are getting to the point that the kids, they are thinking like the idol, and kind of like how would you say, mestarikisälli asetelma. That they think that we are their idols in a way, and we want to share as much as we can in that small moment with them as possible, and just like encourage them to take the next step further, because there's so many like conservatories and music schools around the world that give very good basic skills for the kids. And I think especially like in Finland and Scandinavia, there's a small lack of like what comes after the elementary school. That's the most important step to take, and then just keep doing, because there's so many activities the kids have. They just have too many hobbies nowadays, and I don't know, some parents told me that it's not about the parents, because the kids themselves, they want to do everything, and then they just do it, and then they don't have time to just like specialize on something.
But that's also, of course, that's those kids we played today and yesterday. So the pupils we have been playing with, so they're exactly in the right age, I think. And it's of course it's really comforting if you see that somebody of them starts to follow us in music and get something in their playing. So that's one of the biggest things in music, when you notice that something like this happens. I think there's no such thing.
No, I can't come up with anything.
Whatever feels good and sounds good, and so we'll try it.
So usually the best arrangements we get, they are born after some really stupid ideas.
Yeah.
We bring very, very funny things, just like we throw that, let's do this, and then we do this. So that maybe there's some potential, then we just develop it into the stage that we can go and just perform it.
And sometimes it doesn't work, or
well, most of the time it doesn't work.
Yeah, but it's nice when it works.
Exactly. But it's many times also during the concerts that we just we don't lock ourselves into some certain like category. We just like we have kind of the guidelines agreed, but then we can do lots of things around it, because that also keeps the thing very much alive for us. Because after playing 300 concerts, I think it's very important that you always find something new in the old tunes that you have played like 250 times already.
Well, we will be playing some tunes from our first CD tonight, and that was recorded 10 years, almost 10 years ago, 9 years ago, 10 years ago. And but they, so you can try comparing, listening to the CD and spotting the tunes and see how they have developed on the way.
You can never get bored.
No, yeah, I don't think so.
No, I think we haven't got there yet, and we've been together for 10 years now, so I think that's a good sign. And still, like, we have no plans to quit the band.